Intellectual love. This is called intellectual love. What do you mean by that?
There is this guy called Rangarajan who goes under the authorship name of Mahatriya in Chennai. So he does all this talk. So there's a husband who tells his wife, I love you like the moon. So she turns around and asks me, you mean to say that you love me only for half the day I'm not there, my face is full pock marks. So this is intellectual love.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. We need for somebody to set us right. Yeah.
There's a question here.
Yeah.
In the third chapter, third shloka, Lokesmin Dvividanishta Pura Prokta Mayanaga, Dana Yogena Sankyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginama. That's the, he says for the Jnana, pursuing Jnana, so that's important. But Karma Yoga, for Karma Yogas, does it also, like in the Shankaracharya Bhashya, he says, Dana Karma Samuchaya is completely like downplayed. It's not correct. So in the second part, Karma Yogina Yoginam, does it not say there is a kind of conflict that you follow karma but still Dana Karma Samuchaya comes into picture here? So I'm a bit confused in that aspect.
So your question is, Jnana Karma Samuchaya seems to be there, but Shankara says it is not there. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a technical question as well, and let's analyze. Let's first understand the question. Okay. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Two things are there. Okay, we have crystallized everything, and Krishna said there are two lifestyles, two yogas, if you will, two disciplines. One discipline is Karma Yoga, the other discipline is Jnana Yoga. Shankara says you cannot combine karma and jnana. You cannot combine. That is the thesis of Shankara. You cannot combine at all, he says. That is what Satish ji is saying. Jnana karma samuchaya. Samuchaya means combination. You cannot combine action and knowledge together. Is another way to say it. Okay. Now, so the way to understand this is not difficult at all. See, when you look at our own life, we are pursuing knowledge and we are also karma yogis. We are trying to become karma yogis. We are active. We are leading active lifestyles. Correct? All that is going on. And so karma yoga is there. Jnana yoga is also there, because the study of the Shastram is called Jnana yoga. Okay. Now, so Shankara says these two cannot be combined. It seems contradictory. Correct? Shankara's statements seem to be, or at least I am contradicting the Shastram, or the Shastram is contradicting me. Shankara is contradicting my own life. That is what is the question. Well, Shankara says karma comes only from an ajnani. Correct? Ajnani means what? One who does not know. So, one who does not know is the one who considers himself, herself to be a doer, karta, and therefore from a karta comes karma, action. Correct? What about jnani? For a jnani, jnana yoga means jnani he takes, and jnani, it does not have kartrutvam, therefore no karma. Therefore he says karma and jnana cannot go together. Karma and jnanam cannot go together, which is true. Technically it is true. They cannot go together. And so, but the pursuit of knowledge is there. Pursuit of knowledge is there. And only an ajnani, only an ignorant person has to study the Shastra. A wise person need not study the Shastra. Okay. So their Jnana Yoga is an exclusive pursuit of the Shastram. And so first point is, it is true what Shankara says is true. There is no Yugapat Samuchayaha. There is no, both karma and jnanam cannot happen in the same locus, same place. Yugapat means together, there is no combination possible. Karma and jnana cannot be there in the same person. Person does not know, karma is there. Person knows there is no karma, there is only knowledge. Okay, that much we are clear about it. Okay. What about the actions the person does? Wise people do. That is abhasa karma. Hey, those actions are happening, but not for the sake of the self. It is not part of the dharmartha kama moksha pursuit. Moksha pursuit also is gone, because once moksha is there is no more need for moksha. Correct? Okay. So therefore, we understand why karma and jnanam cannot happen at the same time. So what about our pursuit? Second point I wanted to say, Shankara says, Jnanam Sannyasa Lakshanam. In the introduction to the Bhagavad Gita, he uses this phrase. He says, if you want to know the Shastram, you have to become a sannyas. That's what he says. That is Shankara's view of sannyasa. Those days, that's how it was. Those days, you can't sit and at home in the morning, attend Zoom classes, and then afternoon go to work. It was never like that. And if somebody wants to study, there is no teacher available, nothing. Books are not available. Where will you go? YouTube is not available. People come and give talks. Pravachans used to be there. People used to travel. They used to give talks. Now these talks you heard, and now you want to study more. Then what will you do? There is only one thing you can do. You have to pack your bags and go to an ashram. That's all. That is the only option you have. Correct? Kailas ashram. Somewhere you have to go. And so that is what Shankara was saying by saying Jnanam Sannyasa Laksham. If you want knowledge, you have to become a sannyasi. Going to an ashram means becoming a sannyasi. That's it. Over. So only a sannyasi could study all this. And that's how it was. That is the context in which Shankara is saying that. But the technical point is true. Action and knowledge will not occur in the same place. That also we know, because action is born of ignorance. And jnanam is removal of ignorance, absence of ignorance. Therefore, those two cannot have the same locus. Those two cannot happen in the same person, cannot occur in the same person at the same time. At the same time. Why we have to say that? Because we are all studying now. We are all studying. We are all active. We are becoming karma yogis. We are karma yogis. And then what? Then after some time, knowledge will take place. So krama samuchaya is there. Krama means what? In turn, first karma yoga, action, active life, proper attitudes, and dharma is being strengthened, and antakarana shuddhi. So adhikaritvam is there. Uttama adhikari we become. And then what? Uttama adhikari means what? This vivekam, vairagyam, shamadama, etc. is now getting better and stronger. Then jnanam is natural, and so jnanam takes place. So krama is there. Krama means what? Sequence. Sequentially, there is a samuchaya. That is what Shankara will say in another place. And so, yeah, Satishji is right. And in that, Shankara says it cannot be together, but it seems to happen together only. Activity and study is happening together. And my clarity also is improving. That is also happening. Correct? Everything is happening together. Yeah, it does happen together. And so that is why we say in this study, your free will is absent. That is why it's working. It appears to be together, but really in this class, you are a different person. Your free will is suspended. You have no free will. Your free will is dead in this class. Correct? If you are really attentive, and if you're just processing everything, your free will is absent. Because what choice do you have? Krishna has already said these things. Your only choice is you can follow. And so, coming to the class, free will is involved. Turning on the computer, free will is involved. Keeping your eyes open, free will is involved. And sometimes even the free will fails to keep the eyes open. That also we know. Okay. So, all that free will is involved. Once the eyes and ears are open, then the Shastram takes over. Pramanam takes over and it operates on you. Correct? Because that is it. This is called surrendering to the Pramanam. Surrendering to the Pramanam. It works even with the eyes, it's the same thing. Somebody says, see what happens. What happened? Look at that comet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why? You are ready to accept whatever You see, correct? You can't decide what that object is. The object is telling you, you're open, and you are accepting whatever comes. Same way here also. Shastram is operating. Free will, it does not exist. So it's as though another person is there in this class, a person without free will. So we take it like that. And so otherwise this Shastram cannot be pursued at all. And we have to periodically get exposed to the Shastram, and clarity also improves. So free will is involved all the time. And at some time, Jnanam does take place, and then the free will also completely goes away. Yeah.
But Guruji, Vishishtadvaita does talk about Jnana Karma Samuchaya. They support that theory.
Correct. Vishishtadvaita talks about Jnana Karma Samuchaya, but their Jnanam is also very different, not the same as our Jnanam. Their Jnanam is different. Okay. Jnanam means I am part of the whole, and then I will gain that prapatti. With the prapatti, I will gain that sayujyam. I become one with Narayana in Vaikuntha. That kind of idea is there. So that Jnanam is also different. Yeah. Good question, Satishji. So Bhashyam, are you studying Bhashyam these days? Every day, every week? Is that correct?
Yes, every day we are studying Bhashyam.
Okay. You're attending any classes there also?
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Very good. Very good. Keep it up. Any other questions? Good. So there is a message here. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Udai Kumar ji.
Thank you.
धन्यवाद जगवान.
Thank you, Guruji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
Dhanyavad.